Rebuilds. We have a Toronto Raptors rebuild this time. Uh, as I usually do, I usually start by getting rid of my staff. I already did that before I started, just because I just hire the same people every time. You probably just don't want to see that anymore. I just did that before I started this. So, to start us off, we got DeMar DeRozan. He's probably going to be the main player we build this team around. He's just a solid player. He's probably one of the best in the league right now. He doesn't get enough credit for what he actually does. Like, he's a very solid player. Kyle Lowry, I might see what I can get for him. Valanciunas, we had him in the last one. I'm probably going to end up getting rid of him. Yeah, I'm going to see what I can get for a lot of these players. It's mostly going to be built around DeRozan. And, yeah. So, I'm going to see what I can get for Kyle Lowry to start us off. Mike Conley's not bad. Their money pretty much matches. But I'm looking for something a little cheaper and probably shorter term. Not seeing anything amazing. I think I might do this trade here to get... Nah, because... I might do this one. I might get Goran Dragic and Kelly Olynyk. Just to switch things up a bit. I like Goran Dragic. Kelly Olynyk's a pretty solid player too. Not a good starter, but he's a solid player to have off the bench. So, we got Goran Dragic starting at the point guard, DeRozan shooting guard. I'm going to see what I can get for Valanciunas. Alright, so we can get Dwayne Dedman. Not really getting any starting caliber centers. Except for Steven Adams, who getting a lot of money, but he actually might be the player we go for. So I'm going to get Steven Adams. I give him Jacob Poeltl, but he's probably not going to stay on the team anyway. Alright, so I'm going to see what I can get for Serge Ibaka. I'll slap Norman Powell with them. I'll try to pair them up together and get a nice player. Clint Capella could definitely play the power forward, but Ryan Anderson's contract's not worth taking on. Okay, so I'm going to try trading Ibaka by himself. I think it's because Norman Powell's not making that much money. The reason that he's not gonna follow that trade up. Can get Julius Randle. I just don't think he's that great. He's really undersized. I might get Hodge Gibbs. Actually, I'm gonna get Marquise Morris and Ian Mahinmi. Yeah, I'm gonna do this trade. Okay. Marquise Morris is really good, actually. Solid player. He's not the best, but he can put up some nice numbers. CJ Miles I'm actually going to keep because he's a good player to have off the bench. Norman Powell, I might move him to the small forward. Or maybe DeRozan to the small forward and have them playing together. Olynyk I want to keep. Ian Mahinmi I'm going to get rid of. Anyone else that's not making the cut? Nah, I think that's it. We're just going to get rid of Mahinmi and let's see what we need, really. So we have a lot of point guards. We got a couple shooting guards. A really solid. I think maybe if I can get a power forward for Mahinmi, that would be the way to go for it. Actually, I might move Olenek to the power forward. And if I move DeRozan to the small forward, I'm only going to have 2 shooting guards. So I'm going to get a shooting guard for him, if that's possible. Not J.R. Smith, because he's making too much money. I mean, the only option is J.R. Smith. I'm not really looking to bring him in, but I'm actually gonna see if I can sign Chris Bosh. If I have the money. I have too many players, but we could release someone that's not making too much. Well, let me go to this, see who's making like no money. Van Vliet and Siakam. So I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna release him. I'll keep him for now. So I'm gonna try to sign Chris Bosh. I'm really far under the cap. Actually, I'm not that far under the cap. I could try to get him for this. Yep, I managed to get Chris Bosh, bringing him back to Toronto, actually. So Chris Bosh, maybe I'll keep him, have him stick around for this season, honestly. Because there's not a bad starting lineup, especially if I switch DeRozan to the small forward. Let me see if his rating goes up. It does, by 1. So we'll slide him to the small forward. We got Goran Dragic at the point guard, Bosh, Adams. Markieff Morris will be coming off the bench at that point, though. I still need to get rid of Ian Mahinmi. I'm going to try to trade Bosh and Mahinmi together. People might be willing to give something up better. Jay Crowder's actually a selection I'm thinking about. Okay. So I might go with Jay Crowder. He's not making that much money. J.R. Smith's the only issue on that one. Al Horford, I could play as a power forward. I also get that pick. But that pick's not even going to come into play until the next summer. And this is only a 2-year rebuild, so it's not even going to come into play. I think we're going to see what we can do. Let's see if I could trade Bosh and Morris together. I'm going to break Dario Saric in. Dion Waiters. We're just trying to get like a player that's really going to bring that team to the next level. Because our point guard, our shooting guard, our small forward, they're all pretty solid. Unless we want to have Powell come off the bench, put in Crowder with Morris and Adams. That's not a bad idea, actually. I might do that. Unless I want to bring Brook Lopez in, play him at power forward. But yeah, I think we're going to go with that trade. We're going to bring in Jay Crowder and J.R. Smith. So DeRozan's actually going to go back to the shooting guard position. This is going to be the starting lineup right here. Off the bench, we'll have Miles, Powell, Olenek, J.R. Smith. We're going to probably get rid of. And I'm going to see if I can get a better power forward backup too. Yeah. This OG and then Onunubi or something like that. He's actually supposed to be really good. Yeah, he's actually a solid player. He might get some minutes. Well, I've seen it Miles, so maybe not. Alright, so we're going to see what we can get for J.R. Smith. Let's look at the rest of the roster quick. Yeah, I think just J.R. Smith's going to be the only other person that we're going to get rid of. Yeah, we want to bring in a power forward if possible. Marvin Williams, but he's making way too much money. Bismack Biyombo's making ridiculous money for a player that's not that great. I don't get Dwayne Dedman. I think I get him almost every time, but definitely worth it. Yeah, we'll make him a power forward. Have him coming off the bench. Oh, wait. I was going to make Olenek a power forward because he goes up 2 ratings. We'll keep Dwayne Dedman at the center. And this guy's just not going to get any minutes here. So back at point guard, we're looking at DeLon Wright. Let me see what free agents are looking around. Ty Lawson's not terrible. Let's look at some stats over here. Yeah, I might get Ty Lawson if I have enough money to sign him. I don't have enough roster space. So I'm going to get rid of this Lorenzo Brown guy. And I'm also going to get rid of Bruno Cabolo. Yeah, we could sign Ty Lawson for the minimum. Okay. So now we're looking pretty solid. Yeah. So I'm going to set up the minutes for the team. Okay. So yeah, this is the starting lineup. Dedman, 21 minutes. Olenek can get like 18. You're just not going to get any minutes. Ojenunobi, I'm going to give him like 6 minutes. Just because I think he's supposed to be pretty good. Jay Crowder will give up to like 30. DeRozan we want to give a lot of minutes to. Adams, Morris. Just drop their minutes a little bit more. Give him up to 30. Get him up to 30. That extra minute can go to DeRozan. Yeah. Besides that, we are set. We are going to simulate through to the end of the season. Toronto Raptors they're a team that's been contending in the East for a while now. It's just they've never hit like that mark to get them far enough. Kyle Lowry tends to choke in the playoffs. He also, I mean, he's really good. He's a solid player in the regular season, but as soon as the playoffs hit, I don't know. He just randomly just kind of like drops off. He just tends to like kind of go missing in the playoffs when they need him. DeRozan, he does what he's got to do every night. But yeah, besides that, I think the Raptors could eventually make a play for a championship at some point. Especially if Norman Powell, the guy that they just gave that 4-year contract to, especially if he can really step his game up and start doing good stuff for them. Valanciunas is a solid rebounding center. Ibaka, he's a good rebounder. He can hit the threes. He's kind of like Chris Bosh on Miami. He can rebound and he can shoot the 3-ball. But Ibaka, I liked him way back in the day when he used to actually play inside and protect the rim a lot more. Yeah, ever since he started stepping out to shoot the threes, he was just not the same. Especially the Raptors playing in a week like East Coast. They also got C.J. Miles coming off the bench, who's actually a nice player. But playing in the East Coast is not hard. You got the Cavs. You got the You got the Cavs, you got the Celtics, and the Wizards. And that's really it. Everybody else is not a very big contender in the East. Everybody else is just kind of like, just if you make the playoffs, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to win anything. They're just going to get beaten by the Cavs or the Celtics. And yeah, so the Cavs are probably the team to come out of the East almost every year, as long as LeBron James is there. But if the Cavaliers, like if LeBron James leaves this summer, the East is basically only the Celtics. So I mean, depending if LeBron stays in the East or if he travels out to the West, which would be the stupidest idea for him to do. He's just gotta build himself a team in the East Coast that's gonna just be able to beat the Golden State Warriors or that Oklahoma City Thunder team that has just come out of nowhere. Like, if you can hold down the East and then just, as soon as you get to the finals, just, like, make sure you get that win, you'll be alright. It's almost a guarantee. Okay. Looks like we're going to be getting this third seed. We could move up to the second. Okay, I think we need to win this last game here, and we might get second. And we win. We did not get second. We stayed in third, but that's fine. Curry MVP, Ball Rookie of the Year, Lynn Sixth Man, Drummond, Grant, D'Antoni. Yeah, none of our players got any of these, but that's fine. So we're gonna simulate this first round, playing the Miami Heat, and we were up 3-0, and they came back, but we still won in the 7th game. There was on 21 and 6 in the last game. Everybody's putting up some nice numbers. Next round, we're playing the Hornets, and we beat them 4-1. Steven Adams put up 28 that game. 19 from Dragic and DeRozan. Solid play. Steven Adams also had 3 blocks. And we're actually playing the Wizards. They managed to beat the Cavaliers. We beat them 4-1. Dragic put up 19, DeRozan 14, 12 for Miles off the bench. And we are going to play the Golden State Warriors in the finals. We beat them in the first one. They won the second one. We won the third. They won the fourth. They won the fifth. And they win the championship. That's pretty expected, but, you know, we made a good run. Go to the league meetings. We don't need to go to the draft lottery. I don't even think we have a good pick. Well, we're not going to have a good pick. We'll just go to rookie signing, see who we get. Omer Yurtseven. Second round pick, he's 71 rated. He's a center. He's like a 3-point shooting center, and I don't really like those kind of players, so we're not going to sign him. Dwayne Dedman accepted. Pascal's, we'll just sign them because they're just not going to get any minutes anyway. Qualifying offers, we'll give them for Powell and Nogueira. Moratorium. Alright, so let's see what the team's looking like. I mean, we still have our starting lineup here. So, honestly, let's check out what the backups we need are. We need the shooting guard who we just are going to sign Powell back. Yeah, we're just probably going to sign some players back for the bench. And that's really it. We're going to get Powell back. Actually, we might not be able to afford him, actually. That's a little upsetting, but we'll just go to the roster. Let's see what we could do with trading, actually. Because I'd be willing to trade a player that's making a lot of money right now and bring him back. I'm going to try and trade Goran Dragic, actually. We're bringing Miles Teodosic and Patrick Beverley. Bringing Mike Conley, but he's making more money. Really, the best trade is probably this one, to bring in Beverley and Teodosic. We could start Patrick Beverley. That's not a bad trade. Okay, so let's see if we can bring back Powell now. We're still too far under the cap to bring him back. Maybe if we get rid of... Let's see, who's my backup? I don't have a backup shooting guard, so that's the issue. I mean, Olenek probably is going to be the next player to go. Wesley Johnson, Juwan Evans. Not terrible. I'm going to do this one and get Ben McLemore. And we're going to go get Powell, hopefully. Wow, we are still that far under the cap. Okay, well, I'm going to say we're going to have to let Powell go then. And we'll sign Sean Kilpatrick. Unless he was restricted. I don't know, I'm not sure. Where is he? No, he was unrestricted. I'm actually going to also sign this guy who saw it down here, David Mwaba. I don't remember the other person we lost. It was a power forward, I'm pretty sure. But we'll sign, I'm going to sign Ike Anagogo. Not for that much money. Okay. I don't have enough money to sign him. I'm looking for a power forward mostly. I'm going to say no Vonleh. I don't have any offers for today. That's fine. We'll sign them both. Power forward. We're going to sign, where is he? No Vonleh. No, I'm not. Okay. We'll sign Steve Novak. Old Nick. Yeah, and we're just gonna make sure I have all the players I need. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, well, we signed an extra player. That's fine. Better to have more than not enough. Let's go to training camps. Okay. Going 53 and 29 in the first season of the rebuild. So I'm gonna say we should probably be better this year with the upgrading of, well, not upgrading. I'd say we really downgraded, but I feel like Beverly's a solid player, and he could probably help bring us to a championship. We're gonna do perimeter shooting for DeMar DeRozan because he's not the best perimeter shooter, but yeah, he can make a shot. I'm gonna do rebounding for Markieff Morris, and we'll send the whole team to free throw just so, you know, big shots at the end of the game. Just make sure our minutes okay. Deadman's minutes gotta go down. Miles. Dosage Patrick. You're not supposed to get minutes, are you? No, you are. You're not supposed to get minutes. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it as this. Beverly can get 30. DeRozan's gotta get like 37. Crowder can get like 32. Markieff Morris, 30-ish. Yeah, we'll put them all like that. We'll give him an extra minute. I'm going to see if DeRozan can do some big things with 38 minutes. We're just going to simulate this final season of the rebuild. We actually didn't look at the player stats from last season, but we'll check them out at the end of this off season. I mean, at the end of this regular season. And we are losing a lot of games. I'm not sure why, but if that keeps up, we're going to have to make a trade of some sort, because right now we're not even in the playoffs. But we can maybe pick it up. It's only 7 and 10, which is not like we're doing awful, but it's not great. And we're losing to teams like the Detroit Pistons and the Knicks and the Clippers. Like, they're not teams we want to be losing to. I mean, right now we're in the playoffs. Hopefully our season's going to turn around as of right now because we're winning a lot. So we might be able to get up to that first spot. I don't know how the Hawks are this high in the playoffs. They must have signed someone big in the offseason, maybe like a Durant or a Paul George, DeMarcus Cousins. So they're pretty high in the playoffs, actually. We've managed to make our way back up in the playoffs, though. We're in the second spot, fighting for the second spot. Well, actually, we're in the first right now. So we can keep our winning up. We can definitely do some big stuff. We did do pretty bad in the first part of the season, but yeah, we definitely stepped it up. We're beating teams like the Knicks and the Pistons. As you can see, both of them are here now, and we beat both of them. OKC is not going to be easy, but we managed to beat them. So, yeah, we should be able to hold down this first spot. If you guys don't feel like watching this part, like the simulations or everything, you can skip through it. It's not the biggest deal. Yeah, I think we should be able to do this. And there's the Sixers right behind us. As I say, I don't like the Sixers in this game. Joel Embiid's played 31 games and he's the same rating as Porzingis. But yeah. Yeah, the Sixers are now ahead of me, and we're losing a lot of games for some reason. What was another Clippers, the Hornets, the Kings, the Nets. I mean, the Nuggets. Not great teams. We're just not winning for some reason. Trade deadline? No, thank you. Pistons are actually in the playoffs. That's probably part of the reason I've lost to them twice. Okay, so really we're competing against the Sixers for that first spot. And besides that, we're pretty set on the second spot if we don't get the first. So I'm a hope for the first spot, but second's not worse. Because, I mean, we're either playing the Nets or the Pistons in the first round. It's not that big of a difference. And the Pistons definitely have better players. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I'd rather be second at this point because now the Bucks are in that 8th spot. But I'm, of course, first now. But that's fine. Well, let's see who we're going to be playing in the first round because we managed to clinch the first spot, and it's going to be the Pistons as of right now, but I think the Nets could come into play. We're going to simulate the final game, and it's going to be the Pistons. Russell Westbrook MVP again. DeAndre Payton Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons Sixth Man, which is strange, but okay. Gobert Defensive Player. Dennis Smith Jr. Most Improved. Billy Donovan Coach of the Year. Toronto Raptor players. Looks like none again. Alright, so let's check out the player stats before we start this. DeMar DeRozan's putting up 24 points a game with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Morris also getting 13. Crowder with 13. Adams with 10. Beverly just about 10. Miles with 10 off the bench. Rebounding is not the strongest part of our team. Dwayne Edmonds bringing in 6 off the bench. Morris is getting 6. Adams getting 7, actually. Assists, Patrick Beverly's dishing out 6 a game. We got a good steals and blocks lines here. So yeah, let's see what we can do in this first round of the playoffs against the Detroit Pistons. And we managed to beat them 4-2. DeRozan 28 in the final game with 6 rebounds. CJ Miles 21 off the bench. I like CJ Miles. 11 for Morris. 10 for Adams, 10 for Teodosic. Second round, we're playing the Washington Wizards. And we beat them 4-1. DeRozan with 27 again. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Beverly 15. Adams with 11 and 12. Crowder with 10. Okay, final round of the Eastern Conference. We're playing the 76ers. And as I normally say, they're very overrated, but I mean, look, Ben Simmons was 6th man behind Kevin Durant, who they somehow signed, but he's coming off the bench and scoring 25 points, 83 rated. He's just not that good. Like, that's what they put him at in this game. But yet again, we are going to see the Rockets win the championship. They're probably not going to win a championship in real life, but, you know. That's where we're going to put the this video. We're going to call it there. So, thanks for watching. And yeah.